Underground, beams of protons travel at 99.9% the speed of light, smashing together within a 17-mile vacuum. In 2012, this process allowed physicists to confirm the existence of the Higgs boson, a discovery celebrated as the final piece of the Standard Model. The standard scientific view assumes that these particles exist as objective, pre-existing objects in nature, and that the accelerator simply acts as a powerful lens used to observe them. However, the observer-dependent theory of everything raises a significant question about this assumption. If the act of observation is required to define a configuration, the ontological status of a particle before its measurement is mathematically ambiguous. This framework, known as ODTOE, offers a different perspective on how we interact with the subatomic world. The theory's central axiom states that an observer constitutes the observed. The physical state of a system is actualized only through the act of observation. Under this axiom, the particle accelerator functions as a forced reconfiguration operator, a device that extends the observer's reach to generate new states of matter. High-energy collisions force a system to transition from an initial state into new, temporary configurations that were previously inaccessible to human observation. This generation process relies on operator dimensionality. Humans function at a biological level of +3, limiting our direct perception to macroscopic objects. Subatomic configurations exist at a dimensionality of -2 or lower. This gap represents a boundary between human capacity and the universe's deeper structural levels. The accelerator serves as a technological prosthesis, specifically designed to bridge this gap by extending the operator's access into these deeper dimensions. This diagram shows how collision energy facilitates that access. In the ODTOE framework, energy creates an extremely steep potential gradient in the interaction region. This gradient acts as a lifting force, propelling the system over a configurational barrier in the potential landscape. Once the energy surpasses the height of this barrier, a new physical configuration becomes dynamically unlocked and actualizable. Collision energy provides the necessary force to pull a potential mathematical state into our physical dimension. In this context, an elementary particle is something other than a solid object or a point of matter. Particles are defined as fixed points within the configuration landscape, each possessing a different level of stability. This shows the difference in stability. The proton is a stable attractor in a deep valley, existing for billions of years. Resonances like the Higgs boson are metastable. The occupies shallow minima, collapsing in less than a trillionth of a second. Witnessing an event that occurs at negative dimensionality and lasts for such a short duration requires a complex translation process. The collider's detector systems handle this task. These massive machines are comprised of various layers designed to register subatomic interactions. The detector functions as a cascade of reverse operators, projecting subquark interactions back up the dimensional ladder until they are translated into electrical signals and data points. Within this cascade, the trigger system acts as a hardware filter. It is programmed to select only the events that match a specific focus of attention, discarding billions of other possibilities every second. By selecting which data is preserved, the trigger system dictates which mathematical configurations are allowed to become part of the recorded human reality. This returns us to the question of whether the Higgs boson existed before its discovery in 2012. A useful comparison is a mathematical proof. The Pythagorean theorem exists as a potential structure until the active proof actualizes it in the consciousness of the mathematician. The Large Hadron Collider constituted the Higgs boson, dragging it from the realm of mathematical potential into physical configuration space. ODTOE predicts that this process of actualization continues indefinitely as we look deeper into matter. Because the observer constitutes the observed, the universe lacks a final fundamental layer. No truly indivisible particle will ever be found. Every new accelerator with a higher energy gradient will simply force a new, deeper level of substructure into existence. This leaves the ultimate state of the physical world in the hands of the operators steering the machinery. Through technology and a specific focus of attention, Humanity acts as a continuous co-author of the physical world.